Peaceful people choose peace, but they know how to fight.
Yeah.
Harmless people aren't going to do anything, and people will walk all over them, probably, right? Hey there, welcome to Making a Man, the podcast where we dive into the stories and lessons that shape young men today. Whether you're raising a son or you're just curious about learning through a young man's perspective, you're in the right place. I'm Kevin.
I'm Axel.
And together, on each episode, we're going to bring you insights and advice to help guide the next generation.
Let's go! Oh!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Making a Man. It's just me and my dad today, so let's hit this off.
Yeah, let's do it. It's just you and I.
Mm-hmm.
And no guest today. We're just going to chat. I wanted to talk about some of the things since our last one-on-one that we've been talking about and that we've experienced in our life. And the first one, we just had our first in our family, a first breakup.
First breakup.
Yeah. Just one of Axel's sisters' boyfriend broke up with her. And it was the first kind of heartbreak we've had in our house. And honestly, I didn't know what to do. So I'll tell you what I did. I don't know if I talked about this. I didn't know what to say or do. So I went on ChatGPT and I was just like, what do you say to a daughter that just been broken up on? And it actually gave me a long thing. And the gist of it was pretty good though. It was like sometimes people that lose someone end up finding more about themselves and become stronger for it. So that was good advice actually. And I shared that with her and she was like, that's pretty good. And I was like, well, I got it off of ChatGPT.
Who knows? Maybe ChatGPT will be our next guest.
Yeah, we could have ChatGPT on. So what did we do? We went, you and I both gave her a big hug. She was sad. And we said, if you ever want to talk, we're here. Mm-hmm. I took her to lunch and then we bought her some flowers.
Wait, where do you go for lunch?
Some Mexican place she wanted to go to. I took her to wherever she wanted to. And we just sat and talked. And then we got her flowers. That was good. That was a good move. That put a smile on her face. So
I swear, I think those flowers had a Mother's Day thing on them. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day flowers, and we just took out the Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a thought that counts.
Yeah, it's thought that counts.
Right. So we dealt with that. So that was kind of a new thing for our family. What do you think about that? Did you gave her a big hug too?
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys go after each other and get annoyed with each other, but at the end of the day, you have each other's back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk to, this happened last week. I think I was sitting down with my friend, Mr. Brian, and you were practicing. We were at the golf course and him and I were just having a cigar and you were over there practicing. Then you came over and talked to us. And he said he's watched a couple episodes of our show and asked us about asking questions. And I thought that was a good conversation for us to talk about and explain what he was saying to the audience.
So he said, ask more questions because that's the way to get to know someone better.
Yeah.
Because if you ask someone questions, because most people like talking about themselves. So if you get people to talk to themselves about like a bunch of stuff, then like they'll get on your good side, basically.
That builds trust.
I lost my voice.
No, you're dealing with some voice issues. You're going to be 13 here soon, and your voice is changing. But his point was of like asking deeper questions, like just don't stop with the first question, like how are you today? What did you do today? And then someone says, hey, I took my dog to the park. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? Why'd you pick that dog? What's his name? Why'd you pick that name? Like just letting people talk more and asking them questions is something we probably should do more on our interviews here. Like we should probably just go deeper into questions and let's try to get better at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he role played and stuff with you. Like he was asking you questions about stuff. It was a good experience, right? It was pretty good. Remember, so we had at our house, we had prom, like a bunch of girls staying at our house. Your sisters were going to prom or something was going on and they all came over to our house. So you and I headed out we got the heck out of here.
Oh yeah.
We got a hotel room and just kind of had dinner, got some ice cream and watched some TV a little bit and hung out. But, when we were walking down outside the hotel, there was this no smoke on the table outside. It said no smoking. There's a burnt cigar setting on the no smoking sign. And it made me think of something I wanted to talk to you about, of like, everyone thinks you have to be like compliant all the time. And I don't want you just, not that you don't want to do things that are illegal or immoral or unethical, none of that stuff. But
Yeah.
the way you get ahead is you find ways that are different about doing things. And I'm not saying that guy was right by having a cigar in a no smoking section. You don't want to probably do that. But it made me think about just pushing the envelope a little bit and what that can mean to find new opportunities to solve problems, like think about doing things in a different way sometimes than normal. And everyone says, we don't want to change because that's the way we've always done it. But that's the worst answer you can get. You always got to think of push the boundaries for new ways to do things, right? The other thing we were talking about this week is you had mentioned that you wanted to like learn to fight. Is there a problem going on that you need to like punch someone or something? Like, what's going on? You said you wanted to learn to.
There's just this annoying kid at school.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of annoying people in the world, but you don't want to punch them.
No, I know, but like, he's like nice to everyone else but me, and it's so weird because whenever I'm around him, he's nice to everyone else except me.
Yeah, well, that's when you talk to him first. You're like,
oh, trust me, I try.
What you just told me is what you should be telling him. Like, hey, you're nice to everyone else except me. Did I do something wrong? And how do we fix this? But there's got to be, when you said that you wanted to learn to fight and you wanted to be able to fight better, that was interesting to me because I don't know if we've ever had that. We wrestle around and throw punches and fake punch each other all the time and wrestle. But we need to have a pretty good punch, actually. You've caught me in my big belly and knocked the air out of me. But I want you to think of this, of like, I think learning to fight is a good thing because would you rather be peaceful or harmless?
Peaceful.
I think peaceful people don't know how to fight.
Oh, wait.
They're peaceful. When you know how to fight and you don't fight,
But when you're harmless, you can't like.
Yes, you're right. Exactly right. Peaceful people, your answer's right. Peaceful people choose peace, but they know how to fight.
Yeah.
Harmless people aren't going to do anything and people will walk all over them probably, right? So I think you were right. I was wrong. There's a good distinction there. You don't ever want to be harmless. You want to be peaceful, right? What else? What other topics do you think you want to bring up here today in our conversation? This is going to be a short show. If you don't want to talk about anything.
There's nothing on my mind right now.
Nothing?
Except basketball.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that because you gave up basketball so that you could do soccer. You're always going to golf, but you were choosing between basketball and soccer. You wanted to try soccer. And then you said you kind of regretted stopping basketball. Why is that?
It's just so boring sitting around in a goal the whole match for like an hour.
Now, the games I've been at, you guys get a lot of action down there at the goal. There's a lot of goals being kicked.
But I want to have I want to have a sport where like you're constantly running down and back, like basketball.
That's soccer too. Maybe you're just in the wrong position. Like goalies aren't going to run up and down. You like basketball.
If I was put in the outfield, I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Because like everyone, trust me, the skill in our team.
I hear you all the time in your room, like shooting, like dribbling a basketball all the time. So, are you going to go back out for basketball? Give that a shot?
Probably.
All right. I would support that. One things I do want to talk to you about, like we talked a little bit about investing, and I wanted to have a conversation with you about that. Of like, sometimes young people will ask, like, where should I be investing money, and what should I do with money once I get it? And I wanted to share this with you because I think it's important. When you're young, when you get a little older, when you're in your late teens and 20s and maybe even early 30s, I think the best place you can invest is in yourself, and not, go spend money to learn something new and get taught something new, or to invest in a business that you're going to run. Like, investing in yourself always is the best idea, I think, when you're young and you're learning new things instead of thinking about investing it in the market or doing something like that. That's what I would say, right? And then what else is going on? That's about it. I just wanted to give a quick update on some of the things that we talked about. This will be a short episode, but it's unless you want to talk about something else. You have to have something.
I'm trying to think right now.
I got some guests lined up that are pretty good. We got some military folks coming on. I got a guy that I've been talking to who led a team, like a bomb squad team. That'll be interesting to hear his experiences. And we got a couple other good ones coming up too, some athletes and some other folks that are doing some great things in business.
Yeah.
Right. So that'll be fun. And then we still got to we're going to have our first female guest, I think. We're going to we can bring Mom on and Nana just to get their perspective.
Nana would be such a fun guest.
Yeah, she'd be pretty fun. That'd be fun to hear. So we'll think about that one and see if she wants to do it. She'll probably say yes. So that's it. That's all I got. You want to sign out, or is there anything else?
Nothing really.
All right, my man. Good job. Your hand's a little sore.
Can we do one more?
Yeah, let's try it again. Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good one. Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us today on Making a Man. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others. Together, we can keep inspiring and guiding the next generation. Thank you. See you next time.
Oh!